Well, here we are at PGC's 50th anniversary. Celebrate 50 years of the club. They've been at this field for approximately, I think, 43 years. But for a total of 50 years, the club has been assembled. And today we're going to have a big party here, a big shindig. People, about 250 people ought to show up. Hopefully we're going to have some fly-ins. But we're off to a little bit of a foggy start here today. And I'll show you around the field here. The sun is just now. See this guy here? Turn around and smile. That's Captain Luke Clausen. He's up from Georgia. He comes up about a week and a half every year about this time. But he's an attorney and also an airline pilot down in Georgia. There's the globe. You can see that we have a cloudy start to the day today, a foggy start. But it is believed that it will get much better. So when it does, we'll come back to this. Okay, we're looking at the Schweitzer 222 here, which is owned by Lou Hull. He's had this ship for quite a number of years. In fact, it was owned by the club at one point and uses a trainer. It's basically an antique glider. Although Lou has done a lot of amazing things with this ship. He's flown it like 8 hours continuously, just about 2 years ago. And it's not much for penetration into the wind, but it'll do some soaring. You can see the back windows here are open. There's no back windows. See, we can't get a look into the cockpit here. Look from the back seat. Ah, there we go. Get a look at the gauges here. The airspeed, altimeter. A couple holes in the dashboard there where there used to be instruments. You can see it's a plywood dashboard. It's definitely an antique, fabric covered. And over here, we're looking at a two-place Blanik. It's I think it's a glider built in Germany. It's aluminum, or Poland. Used quite a bit for training. You notice one distinct feature of this aircraft is the forward swept wing. Here we get a good look at the forward swept wing here.
All I can tell you is that's normal. That's where they,
It's got flaps. This is owned by LISA, Long Island Soaring Association.
It's not intentional. Come on now, I won't fly that.
Okay, we'll go down here and take a look at this 126 down here. It looks kind of neat. We'll be back to you. I got a picture of the Globe here. Hey Pete, turn around. Smile. It's Pete Yost, pilot at large. Accident waiting to happen. So we're going to get run over here. Here's the celebration going on today. Still not great weather as of 12:30. Watch that wing there, huh? But we expect a lot more people and hopefully a lot more flying, which would be either one flight would be more than what we've had so far. There's a Schweitzer 134. It's the ship that I am in charge of. Got a new battery in it. I think we got the radio problem solved. Nice ship for the money. You can see some of our other ships here. And then there's more ships down there. These are private ships down that end of the field. L-19 tow plane. And hopefully we'll have some flying going on here soon. Come on, what are you, shy?
Yeah. I'm wearing charge for this.
Here we have the BS Club. Richard Wagner, Bob LaCava, Wayne Cree, and Ed Ingram right there. Ed just moved to Pittsburgh. He's one of our CFIs and presidents of the club. Richard Wagner used to be my mailman. Hey Richard, wave. Wave. That's great. It is your best side, you're right.
Yeah, what's that out of us? I know I had that. Yeah, I think we get that too.
Kind of cute, huh?
Have them. Yeah, it is actually. It's done rather well.
Fred, I just bought one.
People I know who have that.
Get a good look at the club ships here. Everything the club has is out right now. Two 233s,
Okay. Anybody else before we take this down?
126, the other 126, 134, Grobe, both tow planes, and the main hangar.
There we go. Never going to don't trust him.
Well, someday there will be a generation of people who do.
I mean, it's not that I'll always carry it with me, but I'll have it nearby. I mean, just in case.
What we're seeing here is a T-21 trainer. This was purchased over in England. It was just retired from the Royal Air Force, believe that. It's open cockpit. They were using it to train pilots still up until very recently. And we had a club member buy several of them and have them shipped over. You can see the Air Cadets on the side there. You can see how you're side-by-side open cockpit, and we'll see a launch of this ship very soon. It's plywood and canvas, I believe. I don't think there's any aluminum in it. And we'll get a witness of a launch here. Just in 1 second.
What a disaster this is.
Okay, we're going to see a launch here of the T-21. See the tow plane up front here. And there we go.
Before this started, you didn't want us going this far.
Yeah, I hope I wasn't in your way or anything.
Okay.
See the father.
Assholes.
Okay. Will it be behind the landing or here?
Well, I would go a little bit behind because we can go.
No problem.
I would put the wing slightly behind the Atlantic switch and go from there.
Okay.
That looks good. What do you think, Dave?
You see Bob Lackamore around here?
I'm trying to get the, it's not going to work out. Here we see that same T-21 on tow here over the field, probably about 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet I estimate. Going out of focus here. So we're going to get a view of a antique glider. It's a gull wing. I'm not sure the name of it.
Go back and get friends.
All plywood. Where you see the finish on it though, you'd swear it was fiberglass. Truly amazing.
I kept last year's soaring calendar for a picture of the ship going. Is that right? How many
So you get a look at that finish on there, it's like glass.
It was a super ship back in the, it was a super Jan Scott.
You get a shot down the nose.
It's gorgeous.
Unbelievable. So you look in the cockpit here.
He said that about it's fabric. Well, a lot of the older gliders are. This thing in front of us, same thing. Yeah. About the middle of the airfoil back, top and bottom is all fabric.
See the high elevator. Get a load of the kink in this wing of the gull wing. Amazing, huh? Get a good look at the operations here today. See how many gliders we have here. We have a lot of people who came out with their own ships from different clubs. Not just for the banquet, but obviously to take the opportunity to fly here. Since we are private and they normally can't do that. This is Wayne Cree here in his new ship. He bought this about 6 months ago. I can't remember the name of the ship right offhand. But we'll get a picture of him taking off here in just a moment. I think he paid $35,000, including the trailer for this used ship. It's in excellent shape. It's been contest flown. We'll get a picture of his takeoff here. Here we got Wayne taking off right here. Here we're going to see a 126 that is in immaculate condition. It's painted in like a World War I or World War II trainer colors. Get a good look at this.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The next one.
Pretty neat, I think. Keeps it in great shape.
Yep.
See what he has written here.
You guys are from Virginia?
Oh, yeah. I'm from Virginia, Richmond, Maryland. Close enough. We fly out of Scott Air Park and
Looking for my lost wingman.
on the sectional from Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia.
You're Harper's Ferry.
Yeah. Right near Harvard Ferry, right on the ridge. In fact, they run past there on the ridge runs. And we keep a group of vintage airplanes up there.
Mm-hmm.
We have the T-21, many more, Red Reeds, OK.
Pretty neat. We'll go look at some other ships we have here today.
Planets after the growth? Bill, you're in front of the growth?
This is an HP-18. I believe it was a kit-built glider. See very sleek lines in this ship. Very, very low profile. Show you a neat view of this from the nose. It's kind of wild looking, isn't it? It's like a spaceship. Yes, sir. Here's another view of that gull-wing glider from the 40s. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. Isn't that wild? It's really, really neat. Take a look at the detail on this tail. Piece of art. State of the art at one time. Here we have a ship that is a visitor. It's an LS-4. It's a standard class ship. All fiberglass, high performance. Get a look at this cockpit here. I think it looks pretty neat. You can see the retractable door gear. Lay down very much in a reclined position here. Here's a shot of control panel. See the rate of climb on the left and also on the right. Airspeed indicator in the center and altimeter on the bottom. Clock, radio, gear handle, the retracted gear. The rudder pedal is way up front there.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir. Keep putting the fucking cap on. Get the 134 land in here. See that yellow glider we saw sitting on the runway earlier.
Pilots are like that. They all have safety things. The foreman together as well. And every one of them is right, absolutely right. Black and white. And then we take it back. Now this is going to be a middle of the runway. Oh, try to turn. Get the brakes off. Get the brakes off. Keep going. Oh, that's perfect. Right. He got it set up yet. That's the old. Start a little bit to the right.
Here we have that T-22 landing.
You know, I tried.
If I can't find it. There it is.
That's why we recommend.
That's that open cockpit one.
Oh, you were saying right. I thought.
Slings a bit, yes.
Because even if you go a little bit right, you have to take it off the next one. But if you try to go left,
Nice and slow.
But I would think it would say
that's what people are afraid of.
When I watched it on TV, I was really surprised. I mean, it really gives you a good idea of what it's like. Here we have the club's Grobe, two-place fiberglass glider that's going to be launched, flown by Terry Quinn. He's taking his son up. Terry's a ex-Marine military helicopter pilot. He told me a story where he had a pilot up in this airplane here, this Grobe, a few weeks ago. An F-16 pilot took him up thermally, and the guy threw up in the back seat. He got sick. We're going to watch a launch here.
Are you ready, aren't you? Terry.
See the tow plane up here. There's the L-19 that's going to tow it. Here they go. Oh, flew a little earlier than he thought. A little bit of a crosswind there. You see him crabbing.
Yeah.
And away they go.
That's a good crosswind, huh? Is that ace pilot Pete Yost flying?
Nah, Pete's still on the ground where he belongs.
Oh yeah, he's over there with the babes signing autographs.
Pete and I are going to fly today together. I feel that life is too short not to take risks. And we're going to fly this masterful piece of machinery right here. Pete, let me get a good shot of your best part there. Yeah, that's it. All right, we're going to fly this, and that should be our next video footage that we see.
I will be back over there.
You get a good idea of a pilot and his ship. This guy has flown many contests. His name is Jim Paris. Used to be a member here at PGC. And you can see how he's very tightly strapped in. Going through his checklist.
Three, I guess.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I thought we didn't like that. Like the lock locked in. People lock on them. One of the feet to the rudder pedal. Yeah. Look how fun that's all we do.
Okay, here we are at all strapped in. Pete Yost, pilot in command. It's a scary thought. You can see the back of his head here. The reason he wears his hat is because he's balding. He doesn't want to burn the top of his head any more than it is.
I have to edit this one again a little bit.
This is the view from the back seat of a Schweitzer 233. One of our trainers.
What's the Tet doing? Is it swinging out of the west now?
And we'll be taking pictures out this window, I think, because I think I'll leave the window open before we launch. And as soon as the tow pilot gets back, we'll launch.
I bet that L-19's gonna...
Ready? Just hold it up to us, and it'll automatically focus.
Are you going to narrate?
Sure. This is the view from the outside of the 233. You can see the pilot who knows really how to fly is in the back seat.
A refugee from the French Foreign Legion.
Is this one of your flies, Steve?
And this is Pete spends much of his time flying doing this also.
That's Jerry's back there.
Yeah. Jerry doesn't want him to flank corn there. He started taking it down.
What kind of plane did you say this was?
It's a
Schweitzer 233. This is the back door. You can see the windows are heavily
because he doesn't want
crazed.
to take the corn out. The soybeans I can.
We don't care.
Just like the back seat.
We'll fly anything. As this plane
corn.
will
Now the
prove.
corn starts looking obvious when the dog out is going down.
Uh-oh. She's going in for that zoom. She's going in for the scary shot.
Thanks. I got a picture of you. That's Terry Quinn's wife.
She has a name? Jean?
Jeannie Quinn.
Greenpeace.
Terry's the guy we just filmed a little while ago taking off in the grove with his son.
And I better get behind the wings like that.
Here comes our tow plane.
Okay, thanks.
And we'll come back to this in a second here. Here we go on launch. Oh, little bumpy in the... I must admit, it's mainly because of the field. But here we are on tow. Just took off. There's the tow plane. A little noisy in here. But, like I said, this is one of our training craft. They got it built to take a lot of punishment. And they do take a lot of punishment. That is a bumpy day. We might be able to stay up for 20 minutes. Who knows? Plane.
We got that window up in the back.
So it's closed.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I just wondering. Now kind of drafty, but I guess that's just a 33.
Yeah, that's this one especially.
Let me know if you see any other gliders.
Alrighty, I'll do that. Okay, we'll come back to this in a little bit. Okay, we're back to our flight here. I'm recording again. See the tow plane. We're about, let's check our altitude here. Anybody read that? I would say we're about 1,700 feet above the ground and about 2,500 above sea level. And I believe we're going to get off at 2,000 feet above the ground. So when that reaches 2,670 on the altimeter, we should be releasing. And you'll see we'll do a climbing toe to the right. The tow plane will do a diving turn to the left. There we go. There goes the tow plane.
Oh, that's a great shot. We got that.
No, the window's all crazed. Here we are now flying in the glider mode. The field's down to our right, except the window's too crazy to take a picture of it.
That's a good sink here.
There's Pete flying about 10 miles per hour above the middle of the sink.
Trying to get out of the sink.
Variometer says we're stable air. You can see it reading about 0. Except you have the PGC correction on that, so that's really about 100 feet down per minute.
There's that 26. I saw it was the field there, wasn't it? Look at that 10. That 10 straight to the west of that runway. See that?
Here we have a view out the side window with the window open. Straight down to the ground. Some houses down there. We really can zoom in on that, can't we? This is our real altitude out here. There's the strut that supports the wing that makes us fly. We are in a turn. Back to us to the left here. There's the water port back there. As we turn into put the window up.
It's all right. We got some lift here.
Well, I don't want to hurt us any. You can see the altimeter here. We're in a climb. Do a bit of zoom out here. Got to mention that Pete used to be in the Foreign Legion. That's where he got this hat.
We just lost it.
Now you just lost it. Try to do some thermaling here. We are in a turn. It's a hazy day today, so you have to excuse the footage here. Working some kind of lift. See the variometer there at about 400 up. Very good, Pete. Feel the camera shaking every now and then. That's actually due to the strong thermal lift. It's like being in an elevator sometimes.
See that glass ship above us anywhere?
Now I can't see shit from back because these windows are in bad shape.
Look straight up.
You want to see a view straight up? We got a window through the top of the glider here. Here's a view straight up at the clouds. Oh, there's a glider, yeah. There's right above us.
Right above us. Okay.
There's a glass ship right there. Yeah, that's a neat shot. It's directly above us. And we're looking up through the window in the top of the glider. There he is. Now he's going behind us. Can't follow him anymore. Working some kind of lift here. Glider again. He's still above us, Pete. Nothing to worry about.
We're catching up?
I think so. Who is that? Do you know?
I think it's one of the, visitors.
There he is, directly above us. Right over our heads. We wouldn't normally be able to see him because not all gliders have.
There's more. We're trying to straighten out a little bit when I come around next time.
Yeah, we got some pretty good lift here. You can see by this gauge indicating about 300 to 400 feet per minute up. What's our altitude?
We're about 2,000 AGL.
Not what we released at.
We got a blinding off our nose about 12 o'clock high.
Oh yeah, and there's another glider. About 12 o'clock. That's that Atlantic we had filmed earlier. Coming in to join us in the thermal. Oh, he's under the wing now. He's behind us.
Maybe thermal's the correct way.
Okay, see those guys that fly the Atlantic are from
Long Island?
Long Island, and you know how those New Yorkers are. They fly like they drive. I truly believe they're a dangerous crew.
Straighten it out a little bit. Oh yeah, this is good.
Very good, Pete.
Alright, now we'll crank this sucker in. Come on, baby. Takes these things forever to turn. Got the Atlantic? Oh, there he is.
I don't see him.
He's up here.
I think we can't get that Atlantic back in the picture here.
There he is.
Oh yeah, there's the Atlantic right off our nose. About 10 o'clock.
Yeah, he took a high tail. We got off at 2,000. Anybody can go up to 3,000 if they're awesome.
Lost him under the wing there. Get some shots out the window here. Open up the back window again.
Oh, there goes our all over Dave. That feels good now.
Not so bad.
Oh, we got somebody below us too, Steve.
Down there. Yeah, we're definitely drifting to the east.
Where we launched from. We can't get some more gliders in the picture here. There's one. Right off our nose. There's that gull wing glider right there that we saw that antique. Looks like a bird flying. That's truly amazing. How we doing? We going up or down?
Well, we were up about 3,800 there, but since you opened the window, we've lost a couple.
Really?
We're holding our own. Right? We're back in it again. Whoa! Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! Woo!
Yeah, we closed the window again because Pete says it's killing our L over D.
There it is. I think we got it centered now. Let's see if I can crank this.
We can't come back to this flight. We're back recording here. There's a picture of that Long Island Club sailplane, the two-plate Atlantic. Losing them there. Take a picture of a big house. What size is that house down there? There's a picture off the wing there.
Alright, we're gonna move downwind, so I'm gonna start heading back upwind again.
Here we have that gull wing sailplane we're soaring with here. Excuse the bad picture if it comes out horribly like right here because the back windows are horribly crazed. Looks like a bird flying though. That's a beautiful sight. I heard the L over D was 17-1 in that, Pete.
It's gotta be more than that, do you think?
It certainly looks like it to me, but that's what the guy said, I think.
It probably has a real low wing loading. That's probably the problem. Real strong, Steve. We're gonna head out towards the...
Okay, we're about to come in for a landing here. Oh, there's that.
Minimoa, huh?
Getting nice and close up.
Yeah.
About to take her in here. We'll be flying a right-hand pattern. You see the glider port off to our right. Well, it's underneath the wing now. You see the dive brakes opening? That spoils our lift. There's the dive glider port. Turned onto a pseudo base leg here. Now we're going to turn up on final. So look out the wing. Scan to the glider port here in front of us. That's where we hope to be landing. Big house on the runway there, you see. That's a picture out the window. back safely on the ground, and there's that antique glider that we were soaring with. He landed right behind us. You can see we were both in the thermal and going really nowhere. There you get a good look at it sitting on the ground again. Well, that's the end of this flight. Thanks for flying with us, and please fly with us again. Here we see Sam Cook's power plane. He's a member here at the club. That's his own sailplane. This is the first time I've ever seen his power plane. Looks like it's some type of old military trainer.
185 horsepower.
Is that right? He's a radiologist.
Really? Well, he won he landed out. Doesn't land out far. Well, must be a hill. Doing something like that.
That would be fun.
Probably keeps it up at Penn Ridge.
I don't know where he keeps it.
And also all of our soaring friends from other clubs who joined us tonight. I know we have Vintage Sailplane Association. We've got Central Jersey Soaring. Long Island Soaring. Brandywine Soaring. And last but not least, Pittsburgh Soaring. Anyone we forgot? Who is it? You forgot the Bucks County Airport. The Bucks County Airport. Harris Hill. Harris Hill. Thank you all for coming and sharing this with us.
And this is for all their wives.
He's back. Look at that nose.
Hey, what's your
That's rather scary looking.
what's your watch on zero? Is that what your flight time was today? Total flight time? 0000?
That's why I was flying with you, Pete. I was too scared to turn them on.
Meeting, and I think the meeting that is most meaningful to me is the thanks that we have for our founding members for their vision and foresight in starting this club, the thought that they put into for our constitutional bylaws, which I feel are responsible for the club survived for 50 years. And I'd like to have a round of applause for the founding members who are here tonight. We have tremendous facilities here. And these facilities would be difficult, not impossible, to replicate today. And that is a tribute to the people who had vision back in the 40s. I don't want to take a lot of time here. I'm just the MC. What I'd like to do next is present to you Mr. Lou Hall, who was an original founding member of the club, who is an active member. He's been an active member for 50 years. Lou flies regularly. Lou is a guy who is always there for the club. He's a guy who comes up once a year and shows us all how to do it. He wins the duration award almost every year. He flies 7-8 hours. No one else can figure out how that's done. Someday Lou will share that with us. Lou, would you care to say anything?
President Bob asked me to talk tonight, and I asked him what I should talk about, and he said, well, talk about 5 minutes. Very brief, but it has been a wonderful 50 years in the soaring business, and it's just 100 years ago this month that Otto Lilienthal flew his first hang glider, the first flight in the world. We're just about, we came in at the halfway point on that 100-year span. Mrs. Lilienthal is here today, sitting in the chair out there. She's not very active. She was reincarnated yesterday, so she'll be here today. She didn't have a banquet ticket, but she said she really wouldn't eat much, so she'd just like to see around the field. Flying is an unusual sport in that it's both a team sport and an individual sport. As I see it, everybody works together to get each other up in the air and then figure out their own. Kind of a combination of tennis, not like football. Team and individual sport. We are thankful to have so many of you here, and that there are an awful lot of people that should be mentioned as people who have made this club grow on the way back. Otto Heffner is not with us today, but he was one of the very early members.
got some medical problems.
Anyway, it's fascinating. So he's kind of, you know, expecting back to the line of the secret. They were talking to all seeing up here that they would be in the day of the real mainstay of the club for the whole 50 years. I would like to call on someone to say some meaningful things. I would call on Paul Schweitzer here. Paul, are you ready to say a few words to us here? Paul Schweitzer and his two brothers, Ernie and Bill, had a dream back in the early 1930s. He tells me that his father was a chef at the Bellows Factory. And so they lived in Philadelphia for a couple of years. So we can claim him as a Philadelphia man. They started with Schweitzer aircraft operations. And he'll tell you a little bit about that. And we're delighted to have Paul and Jenny. Thank you all for coming.
Pete, bring a couple beers. It's over there. Over there.
I spent several years in Philadelphia. It was 1915 and 1960 when I was 2 or 3 years old. But my father was a chef, and he said he dealt with Stratford, and then he got an opportunity to open a restaurant in Carnegie Hall, you know, which was the area. But my connection with or interest in Philadelphia Black Council started in 1943, which was 2 years after it was formed. Principally, I think, Lou and his other members of the board, they arranged a meeting with the Historic Society of America at Philadelphia Stratford. And this was for the purpose of seeing whether the soaring people who were not directly involved in the war would so pleased that they wanted to do something for the museum. So they presented me with one of the box here. And I'd like Charles Smith to come up here, our director of the National Historic Museum. This is an actual piece of fabric, 1903 airplane. Very unusual. This is a legal document to establish the authenticity of this material. It is from the wingtip of the 1903 airplane. Still in very good shape. Part of the fabric that started power aviation in 1903.
Earthquake.
We're getting one important piece of soaring heritage and soaring history and such indication as the 50th anniversary of Philadelphia Glider Council. And I can't think of a better time and place to have this given to the National Soaring Museum. So we're certainly grateful to the Wright family for this, and it will have a place of honor in our museum. I hope all of you can come out and see it, and you can have some of our honest t-shirts if you do that.
A good evening for everybody. Tonight, what we'd like to do is recognize a few of the women who are here tonight, who over the years have given many hours of hard work, support, and encouragement, not only to PGC, but to soaring and the sport of soaring in general. So we'd like to start first with Ginny Schweitzer. There are a couple people tonight whom we will send our flowers to since they weren't able to be here. And we'll get to them in a moment. I wanted you to be aware that we know there are a couple people who, because of illness, were not able to be here. We were the next is that
Here and do this at the same time. Hey, Bonnie House gonna do this? She hated me, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Cohen is still here. How about Betty Prince? They didn't tell me they believe it, so there's no way we have no idea.
drinking the wine.
Yeah, I know. I said, well, one of you guys go relieve her on the mug detail. How about Ellie Kedrick? She was here just a minute ago. Still is. Good.
I'm busy drinking. Yeah. Why? I tell you, Pete, it just reinforces in my mind that most guys finish last.
I had many questions today about where's Ken Moser. And just like you to know that Ken called me right before we sat down for dinner. And as you may have heard, Ken was injured on the 4th of July. He hurt his hand. And he just called to assure me that everything that he has is something that can heal. And he's going to be away for a week recovering, then he's going on vacation, but he'll be back here in about 3 weeks. And he sounded like he really wanted to come back tonight. Next thing we'd like to do is recognize some of our members through the years. And what I'd like to do first is recognize the 50-year members, starting with Luke. Got a plaque from Lou. It reads, in recognition of membership and in appreciation for the dedication and contributions made to the PGC. Thanks, Art. Art is a guy who doesn't know how to say no. He's always there when you need him.
Yay!
Joey Steeney. Joe's also a guy who's always around when you need him. He's always there to tow you. He's always there to fix the aircraft and get things down. Thanks for 40 years, Joe. We also have another 40-year member who couldn't be with us tonight, who mentioned earlier, Al Krause. Over the years, Al has done an outstanding job with the club. He's one of those guys with insatiable amount of energy, and really Al played a large role in making the club and the field what it is today. I'm sure that Al gets a plaque. We have some 30-year members also we'd like to recognize tonight. Liv Morris. How about Sam Flip? Here comes Sam, he's dragging it.
Hey Bob, the 30-year guy comes with the illness of a beer. It's the younger ones that have a problem with beer.
Is that right? I'll tell you when you get up here, Sam. Sam, recognition of 30 years of membership. Plus a few. And just appreciation for the dedication and contributions made to the PGC. Hank Hart. Hank here. Probably up the track. Hank is, I wish he was here. Hank is a guy who spends, I would say, at least half of his life on the tractor mowing our field. He's another guy who's always around to fix things when they break. Hank has been a co-pilot over the years. Just a picture of a good club member, and we really appreciate what Hank has done for the club. Well, again, I'd like to thank you all for coming today. We had a lot of fun. We had some good flying. Hopefully the flying will be better tomorrow. This haze clears out. And enjoy the rest of the evening. And again, thanks.
When does the card game start?
I think it's very important that we recognize the fact that all of you folks are here this evening through the efforts of an awful lot of people. And it would be absolutely impossible for me to single out everybody who has been involved in this event. But at the same time, I think it is important that we recognize several people. The first of which whom I don't have a gift for, is Lane Ware. Where's Lane? Yo, Lane. I don't know where Lane is. He's probably out by one of my beer stands. He's still Bill back. Lane did a super job today. And in addition to Lane, there are two ladies that I think must be recognized. Jean Schwilly, would you please come up? I gotta tell you that Jean has got to be the most spectacular personal secretary that any chairman could possibly have. All you have to do is say, Jean, I think we really ought to, and she does it. Ida? Y'all have to understand, you're all sitting at tables that didn't get there by themselves. These people actually put these tables together. Steve Schwilly managed everybody. The ladies actually put the tables together. Everybody else, my friends. Recognition. Hey. You're going to go in here. I got to change the This was really a super job. When I was first
Back of somebody's head.
invited by Ed Abrams to be the chairman of the 50th anniversary today, it was only because I managed to avoid all the other jobs that Ed had dreamed up for me. So when I started this, I thought, well, it'll be fun, but it'll be kind of boring. I've got to tell you that it's been the most exciting experience I've had with group people. The excitement of working with some of the older folks. My mother told me the other day that I was getting old, so I can say that. Working with some of the older folks around here and working with the membership in general has really been exciting. Are you ready? I'm ready. Last but not least, we have 140 people here this evening, and we have 144 mugs. Only $6 a piece. I expect everybody to walk out of here with
Hey, please stop and get some, and if you did and you want some more, stop back.
Before we break up, one last person I think we need to honor tonight. That's Wally Sachs. Wally, can you come up to the podium, please? Wally was the first president of the Philadelphia Bladder Council. And Wally, in recognition for your efforts as first president of the Philadelphia Bladder Council, thanks a lot.
Okay, when does it come?
And that's all, folks.